your favourite rotating cast member?
Why not tell them you love them with a review on iTunes?
Ours is...
You are a toy! If you know what movie that's from, let us know on our Facebook or Twitter and we'll shout you out in a future episode.
I don't know what movie that is.
It's Terminator.
Yeah.
Ah, well, now they know. Which Terminator?
Genesis.
7.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Terminator 7.
I think I only saw the
Rise
first one.
of the Revenge of the Return of Arnold.
Just the first one. I think.
Only seen the first Terminator.
Wow.
I think the third as well.
You've
missed the best one!
You missed the only good Terminator.
I was busy.
What is wrong with you? You're gonna fit in great on this show.
I haven't seen a lot of movies, cultural icons, Friends.
Oh, well, it's a good thing you're on this show, where we definitely never talk about pop culture.
Also, any superheroes. I have no knowledge.
Oh,
Go.
I feel I've made a grave mistake.
But I'm gonna give it a fair crack anyway.
Absolutely.
I saw The Dark Knight. That was a pretty good movie.
Fine.
Yeah.
Welcome to From a Hat, the show we draw a topic out of a hat, just like it says in the title. I'm Ben.
Phoenix.
Nick!
I hate you too. Why did you do that to me? I've not been slighted like this since the days of
Howdy,
Reluctantly Will.
Howdy, everyone. I'm also reluctantly Will.
No, you're not. You're just Nick.
Just Nick? Or
Yeah.
maybe there's something more.
Which one of you's drawn out of the hat?
I'll give it a go.
Alright, mate.
Draw it out of the hat.
Here we go.
Give him the hat,
And we
Nick.
got the hat, and we take it out of the hat, and we have the good old-fashioned Batman.
Batman.
Just Batman?
Yep, just straight up Batman.
Just general Batman?
So we're talking about Batman today, boys.
Yes. Batman. My answer to that is yes.
Absolutely,
Alright, so
yes.
so theme song. Okay, I'm just gonna run down the list of Batman themes we've used. We've used the 60s Batman.
Mhm.
Rest in peace, Adam West.
Yeah, that was
We've
sad.
used animated series.
Yeah.
We haven't used it yet, but at time of recording this, I haven't edited the episode that's using it yet, but it's being used.
Okay.
Batman
We've
v
used-
Superman Batman thing.
No, can you find...
No.
If there's a rap of some sort, I would love to have a Batman rap for this episode. I know someone...
Why don't you rap us in Batman?
No,
rap
not
right
for me,
now,
not
man?
for me. But I know someone out there, and then you can find it. It's
I'm
out
sure
there
I
waiting.
can, but I'm not going to.
Please do.
I've used Bat Dance and Never Again because I hate that song. It's the worst Batman thing.
Batman here, and I'm here to say, do crime another day.
Awesome. Add a kazoo to that.
I hate you too.
I stole that from the Community where he does like the paycheck rap. That's the start of that rap. I just changed it. I'm a fraud.
So I should just find a Batman.
Find a Batman rap.
I'll find a Batman rap.
Oh, and the lower quality you're like,
Oh well.
just the worse it is, the better.
Batman, he ain't fat, man. He's going around eating cats, man.
With the cat man, Catwoman man, the cat lady.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a bat, because a bat's the only bat.
Stick to the crime-fighting, Batman. Your singing is giving me herpes.
Well, if you don't like that, there is another musical genre I happen to have mastered.
Oh, please, no.
Oh, please, yes! I'm the Batman, never late for the battle. I got the meanest villains running like they're scared of their shadow. The number one detective finding every clue. Not even Superman can think of filling my shoes. I stick to the shade with the tricks of my trade. You're with the Kid Crusader, baby, don't be afraid. Some thugs came around and tried to mess with ya. Well, rest assured, Batman's here to rescue ya. Always around when there's crime to fight. Out patrolling Gotham streets every night. Perched on the rooftop, getting the lay of the land. Ever ready man with a batarang in my hand. Though a mass vigilante is not what I planned. Understand I'm a man and that's what I am. And if you still wonder why I'm taking a stand, go ask your mother, she's my number one fan.
We've all got issues with Batman.
I don't. I think he's perfect.
You're an idiot then.
They nailed it. They really got it right the first time.
I'm going to get this out of the way real quick because we have to mention it every time. Remember that bit in the Killing Joke animated film?
I do.
Where Batgirl fucks Batman?
Yeah.
And she's attacked by that bloke?
Yeah.
How good?
Paris, France.
Yeah.
The greatest villain of all time.
Every time we've done a Batman episode, without fail, Nick, we've mentioned that bit at the beginning of Killing Joke's animated film, which is not in the book.
Oh.
Have you seen the Killing Joke animated film?
No.
Batman and Batgirl have sex.
They do.
They just straight up have sex.
They straight up have sex in costume.
in costume.
Oh, of course. How
Whilst
else?
Batgirl is being stalked by some rapist man named Paris France.
She's
Oh,
less
okay.
in costume than he is.
Yeah.
Ah.
To be fair, there is precedent for that happening, not for them fucking in costume, because Bruce Timm does quite like the idea of Barbara and Bruce being an item. And he made the Killing Joke animated film because he also had them together in the film Mystery of the Batwoman, which is a great animated film.
Who's the Batwoman? What's the mystery? Tell me now.
In that film, it's like 3 women, but none of them are of note.
Oh, okay.
And only one of them is actually Renee Montoya, who is a member of GCPD. But there's a Batwoman in the comics.
Okay.
She's a lesbian.
How does that happen though? Because
Batwoman.
Bruce Wayne, his childhood Bat's parents dying. How does Batwoman come about?
Okay, so
She's a military chick.
yeah, she's a military chick who is from Gotham, and she's all like, Batman's out there every night saving people. I'm gonna take up the mantle of the Bat whether he wants me to or not. So she just becomes a vigilante, and at first he's like,
Stop that.
dude, fuck off. And she's like, nah! And he's all
And
like,
he's like, fight me!
fine then. And he just gives her some shit, which is pretty much what happens with most of Batman's family, now that I think about it. Because Tim Drake, the third Robin,
Yeah.
just, like, figured out, he's like, Bruce Wayne, you're Batman. It's like, how did you figure that out? Oh, gee, I wonder. So he just started following Bruce Wayne around, and Bruce Wayne's like, if I make you Robin, will you fuck off? And he's like, yep. So he did. And then in some versions of the history, Barbara Gordon just starts going out and being Batgirl, and eventually he's like, look, to prevent you from getting yourself killed, I'm just going to give you some shit.
He's a nice guy, that Batman.
I've read some of the Batgirl comics. And there's a great scene in one where Batgirl thinks that Batwoman is evil. And so she goes to fight Batwoman and gets
honey.
so wrecked.
Yeah, fight a Marine.
Because, like, Batgirl in these comics has only just come back from being Oracle. Her legs have only just started to work again for, like...
Not for fucking long.
Not for but she's only been back in action for like a month, and
right
she's
back on the horse,
Batwoman, and she's like, "I'm gonna fight Batwoman," and Batwoman's just like, "Douche, up, you're wrecked." And then she's like, "What's going on?" And Batwoman's like, "I'm a good guy." And she's like, "Oh, truce."
I do love how... Okay, Batman's like, Batwoman, you're an ex-Marine, right? And she's like, yep. And he's like, cool. Could you teach my sidekicks not to die? So currently she's like his...
A motherly figure, would you say?
She's his drill sergeant? Because he's got a team that is, at the moment, composed of Clayface, a girl called Orphan.
Good name.
Yeah, who is like
Don't let your past define you, huh?
She's she's an assassin from a group called the Family, and now that she's a hero, she's called Orphan.
Sorry, Orphan has the family.
Yeah,
Wait, did she leave the family? And
she's left them.
Okay, then she becomes...
That's why she's in
That's
Batman's
not how
team.
orphans become, though. Like, you don't just like, I'm
No.
running away from home. I'm an orphan now.
Or at least I think that's how she... I think that's it. There's all... Used to be on the team was Tim Drake, but they're doing some crossover bullshit with the Watchmen now, and he's fucked off.
How is that? Because, wait, what?
We're not getting into that.
I just feel like, because... Alright, I won't touch that.
We're not getting into it.
Watchmen's
It's
good,
a
though.
whole other episode.
I like Watchmen, though. It's a good series.
We'll put it in the hat. Alright.
I think it's in the hat.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Also on the team is Batwing, who is Lucius Fox, the guy who makes all Batman's gadgets.
Yeah,
His son,
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman. His son,
Oh.
Luke, is Batwing. So he's just a high-tech Batman.
Okay.
So he's Oracle, but with legs.
I thought Batman was high-tech. With his
No,
smoke.
this one is like all tech.
Okay.
He's like,
Robot Batman.
well,
All
he's not a
brains, no
robot.
brawn.
Yeah, he's like just a dude with a lot of fucking tech.
Okay.
Like Batman of the Future. Or Batman Beyond, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
What's the red Batman, where he's got, like, the red thing?
That's Batman,
Batman
Beyond.
Beyond.
Okay.
That's just Batman in the future.
He's
So,
a handsome young lad.
the list of Batmen goes, the first Batman was Bruce Wayne.
Uh-huh.
Right? The second Batman was Dick Grayson, who was the first Robin.
Yep.
Then it went back to Bruce Wayne.
Sure.
Then it was Thomas Wayne,
Who's that?
Bruce Wayne's dad,
Yeah, his
Okay.
dead dad.
in a different version of history.
Okay, I feel
Bruce
like
got
let me
killed.
know about that one.
At one point, it was Superman.
It was called, Superman's been in the mantle at one point or another.
I did see a YouTube clip of that where he beats up Brainiac.
Yeah, it's great.
I've seen him beat up Bane.
Yeah, it was great. Who else has been Batman? Then Tim Drake was a Batman in the future, apparently.
Okay.
He's the mentor to Terry McGinnis, who is Batman Beyond.
Sure.
Sure.
So
Alright.
Batman in like the year 20-something or other.
Okay.
I want to say 99, but that's Marvel.
I'm gonna say 2017.
The distant, far
The
off
very
future.
distant
Yeah.
future.
We'll have it sorted by then. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Flying cars.
Yeah.
Absolute flying cars.
Damian Wayne, who is Bruce's son, has been Batman at some point.
I feel like Wayne and Dame would be a good villain character.
Wait, there's a version of Damian who is just a clone who
I'm
is
here from the
evil.
future. Wayne
I
and
thought that
Dame.
was Damian Wayne.
No, there's a clone of Damian who killed him, which is why all the Robins die.
Ah.
Because all the Robins have to die at
I
some
thought Joker killed a couple of them.
Joker killed one of them. He killed the best one.
And he made a real big deal out of it too.
Dick Grayson.
No, Jason Todd.
Dick Grayson.
The Robins have all died. Jason Todd was the first Robin to die. Stop it. Just stop it.
Why is that funny?
It's not.
A little funny. So
on.
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd was the first to die. Joker beat him to death with a crowbar and then blew him up.
It's getting violent here, guys.
It's not funny.
A little
It's
bit.
no, I know it's not funny, but I can't help it.
The next Robin to die was Damian Wayne,
Sure.
who got beaten to death by his own clone.
Yep.
How'd they clone him? Who cloned
His
him?
mum did.
Oh, that's
Why?
Because Talia al Ghul's a cunt.
So is Damian Wayne.
Yeah, but he's a Robin.
I just...
Next to die was Dick Grayson,
Yep.
who was killed by... Well, he was killed, in inverted commas, by the evil Justice League.
I hate those guys.
They
right?
they unmasked him. Was like, look, everyone, Nightwing is Dick Grayson. Everyone's like,
Who's that?
Who? You mean Bruce Wayne's adopted son? They're like, yeah.
Are they really
It's
called
like,
the Evil Justice League?
No, they're called the Injustice League.
Okay, that makes
Evil
sense.
Justice League is less stupid.
Did they name themselves the Injustice League?
Yeah, because they're from a different Earth and they're all criminals.
Yeah, like
but
Injustice,
They
right?
don't think they're heroes.
Like the Injustice guys, like
Yeah.
Superman's the dictator.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. But anyway, so Dick Grayson faked his death and went undercover as a spy for some reason.
Mhm.
So that's how he died. He was legally declared dead. Then Tim Drake died by... Everyone thinks what happened was a bunch of drones armed with machine guns and explosives
Uh-huh.
blew him to smithereens.
Yeah.
But what really happened was, and I didn't want to get into this, as he was about to be blown to smithereens, Dr. Manhattan
Oh no.
Oh, okay, here we go again.
snatched him out of time and put him in a prison.
This is the Dr. Manhattan who is notorious for not giving a shit about anyone or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, that's the guy.
It's confusing. I don't want to get into it.
The
He's
one
the
who-
guy that thinks that life is meaningless
He
and
was the
everyone
one
should
who
die.
is like, oh, I'm not sure even if I give a shit about the person I love.
Yeah.
Oh, he's this random cunt. Yeah.
He has a bunch of them in prison. He's got a plan. He's doing something.
I don't
He wants
like
to end the world or some shit.
I don't like whoever's writing that. I don't like them.
They're doing a good job of it, though.
I feel like,
Like, it's actually really well written, despite the stupid premise.
okay.
Like, you hear it and you're like, oh,
That's
that
dumb.
sounds dumb as fuck. But then you read it and you're like, shit, this is good.
I mean, that's what Batman's like. Oh, it's a man like Bat. You're like, that'll never.
Oh, I
catch
forgot
on.
the best Batman!
Oh no.
Jim Gordon!
Oh no.
I killed Jim Gordon in a previous episode that hasn't come out yet at the time of this recording.
Spoilers.
But, no, it would have come out by the time this airs. I had a whole...
Just a quick warning for Batman fans: we will be talking about Bat-based content. Just a quick spoiler warning for
Okay,
everyone.
if you're going to do that every time we have you on, you're never coming on again.
Eat Mentos.
Well, I mean, I don't think we can spoil any
Don't
other
touch
topics.
the cords of the mic. Because it fucks them up.
Just also a quick shout out to companion podcast Into a Hat, where me, Ben, and Phoenix write down ideas, chuckle to ourselves quietly, and put them into a hat.
It's a good podcast.
That'll be on iTunes soon.
No way. I can't afford another RSS feed. Alright, what other there's dumb Batman what are some Batman things you like, Nick?
I like how he punches people when they made 3 good movies, and then they made Batman vs
Hang
Superman.
on, 3 good movies.
3 good movies.
Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Returns.
What
I think it
about
was.
Batman and Batman Returns?
First of all,
Also, the 60s.
Two of those,
Nah.
wrong. Batman Begins, fine film. Dark Knight, great film. Best superhero film ever made. Dark Knight Rises, no.
Well, I thought it was alright.
It's shit.
No. Yeah.
Don't tell Sailor that.
Everyone
Sailor's-
quotes that movie. It's very quotable.
Yeah, because it's shit.
Sailor believes that
scary
Christopher
villain.
Nolan can do no wrong. He can't make a bad movie.
He made
Sailor's a fool.
what's that? The Prestige.
That's
That
a
was-
great
That was a
movie.
great movie.
The only 3 good Batman movies are Batman Begins, which is just fine, The Dark Knight, and the very first Tim Burton one.
What about Batman Returns?
No.
It was awesome. Are you kidding? With
It's
a penguin
shit.
and Danny DeVito? He
It's
bites
not-
the guy's
He's
nose.
not the Penguin, though.
What a great
He's
car
just
scene.
the Joker, but pretending to be the Penguin. Because all the villains in the fucking that series of Batman films are just shitty redos of the Joker. They're not their own villains.
That was
None of them
fun,
have their
though.
own identity. The Riddler is just the Joker, but with riddles.
I feel like
He's
that's-
shit.
That's
the
how it's
Riddler.
meant to be, yeah.
That's just what the
The Riddler
is.
is much more complex than that. He has fucking issues and shit. Not in the Tim Burton version. In that version, he's just Jim Carrey pretending to be Jack Nicholson.
I like Danny DeVito's take on the Penguin.
Yeah,
I thought-
You're wrong!
I thought he brought a unique spin to the character, and I appreciate
I
it.
thought it was a fun old romp.
He's just a redo. He's just Danny DeVito, Jack Nicholsoning it up.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, it
still
works.
fun. It's still a good movie.
Fucking not.
Better than the Superman movies, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
God,
but
Superman
then again,
movies
so's a
suck.
hot turd. Name one good Superman movie. Live action.
I haven't seen any Superman movies.
Exactly.
What?
Like, I think legit, I have never seen a movie that involved Superman.
None of them are good. It's
Haven't you
fine.
seen the train wreck that is Batman Superman?
No,
That's probably the
Man
best.
of Steel?
no,
Train wreck.
Man vs. Steel?
no.
Man versus food.
Man vs. Wild.
Iron Chef?
We're getting sidetracked.
Yeah,
But in
the
a
point
good
being
way.
Superman movies suck.
I just love how he eats the capsicum in Iron Chef, and it's like, it's fucking thrilled about it.
Okay, so Batman has the one rule, yeah?
No.
Well, apparently not in Batman and Superman, where he
It's
just
two
breaks
rules.
out. What's the second rule?
What's the second
He
rule?
can't kill and he can't use guns.
Oh, right, yeah, he has 2 rules. He can't kill and he can't use guns. And the
So
third,
he
and the
uses
little, he
guns
has a third rule.
constantly. He has a tank with just
There's the
guns
little-
on it.
That's true.
We're wrong, by the way. He has 3 rules. There's can't kill,
Uh-huh.
can't use guns, dance like nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever seen him dance, though?
Have you
Yeah.
not seen 60s Batman?
No.
The Bat Shuffle. The Bat-Tusi, it's called.
Rest in peace. Adam West.
West.
I miss Adam West.
One thick bee. Show me that big bat pussy.
What the fuck
Is that, which one's that from? Is that
Haven't you guys seen the Diddy app memes?
No.
Oh, you guys are missing out. I'll show you after the podcast.
Alright. So, anyway, yeah, Batman breaks all of his rules because, 1, he's got guns.
I just get bored.
He kills people all the time, by accident or on purpose. 2, he has guns, like just straight up guns.
guns,
Like,
yeah.
what's that, Batman? It's an EMP launcher. That's a fucking assault rifle, mate. No, it's not. It's an EMP launcher. It's an assault. It looks like an assault rifle. And 3, you've seen him dance. He dances very subconsciously because he's nervous because he doesn't want anyone to judge him because people are watching.
I feel like anytime Batman breaks the rules, is that a new writer sits down and says, "How am I gonna make a big twist on this? I'm gonna mix things up. Batman's gonna kill people now.
Oh, dude.
They'll love it."
The best time that Batman's ever broken the rules, I think it's Frank Miller. Is he the crazy one?
He's the crazy one.
Okay, do you know who Frank Miller is?
No.
Okay, there's a
Who
writer
wrote
called
Sin
Frank
City?
Miller who's fucking insane.
Okay.
Did he write, Batman Returns?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll say yes.
I think so. Yeah, it was him. We'll find out in post.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Passband. Yes, Frank Miller wrote Batman Returns, which is not called Batman Returns, it's called The Dark Knight Returns. He was illustrated by him as well, along with Klaus Janson. He then wrote and illustrated The Dark Knight Strikes Again, which looks like something that crawled out of a dumpster fire. And he followed that up with The Dark Knight 3 The Master Race, which he did with Brian Azzarello, and it looks like it was drawn with a half-rotted carrot. I would have just told us in post. But anyway, so, Frank Miller wrote I think it was Frank Miller, he wrote a version of Batman that was like meant to be edgy in modern day and cool.
Oh no.
But for the first 2 issues, it was great because it was just Batman, but more blunt and straight to the point. It was just Nolan Batman the comic.
Oh, okay.
Until he got to a point where he fights these bad guys, and he punches one who's holding a Molotov cocktail, and he drops it and sets him and his mates on fire.
Oh.
So this man's burning to death, and while this man's burning to death, Batman turns to Black Canary, who he's hanging out with, and they just bang next to these burning corpses.
Huh? Okay.
I think it's great because in his mind he's probably like, I didn't
That's
break
not my-
the.
that's
I
not
didn't
my-
break
that's
the.
not
I
me.
didn't kill
cocktail.
him. The Molotov cocktail
Yeah,
killed him.
absolutely.
Can't put that shit on
He
me.
just broke it.
Don't
That's
hold
all.
Molotov cocktails.
Who's the worst Batman villain?
The Riddler.
No, Riddler's great.
Okay.
Riddler is good when he's written well.
He's got a lot of good villains.
Batman's got the best rogues gallery. Like, if you look at... Batman has the best rogues gallery as far as villains go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you're a Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man's villains are all kind of shit. Batman's villains are
Spider-Man's got some good villains.
Right? What did he have, like
Hammerhead,
Rhino Man or something?
The Rhino.
all of Spider-Man's villains are just victims of science.
Yeah.
Whereas Batman's villains are all dudes with mental disorders.
Is
Yeah.
Spider-Man like anti-science?
Which means beating
Well,
on them is a lot less morally
Batman's-
Oh, yeah.
right.
There's
anti-mental health.
You've got Joker, who is deluded and thinks and has that weird laughing thing. You've got Riddler, who is OCD and has a compulsion to leave clues for himself to get caught. You've got Penguin, who is not insane at all. He's just a dude.
Yeah, he's a straight up
Just
dude.
Danny DeVito.
Doesn't mind killing.
because that version of the Penguin is insane.
Not really.
Yeah, he
Just
is.
fight someone.
They say he's insane in the beginning.
I don't remember that.
They're like, we gave birth to this child, and we looked at him, and he was insane and evil, so we put him in a sewer.
Yeah, he was just evil. He ate their cat.
I mean, that's pretty messed up.
Why do you like that film?
It's a fun film.
Danny DeVito really puts the movie on his back. When he's in the scenes, he puts it on his back.
His big fat
He's
back.
got star power.
He's got an umbrella.
He's got
with like
charisma.
a knife. And he stabs people with his umbrella. It's
I don't
great.
care.
And he's rich, and he's like, oh, the upper class.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I think
up
the
to
worst
evil.
Batman villain is Calendar King. No, Calendar Man. Because he's just a serial killer who pretends to work around calendars.
Wait. Is the
Any
Quilt
game kills
dude a
souls.
Batman villain?
Oh yeah, Crazy Quilt!
Yeah, Crazy Quilt.
Nah, Crazy Quilt's great!
What are these heroes?
Crazy Quilt's superpower is he's colorblind.
That's a just.
Crazy Quilt, yeah, I love Crazy
How
Quilt.
does he work that one to his advantage?
No,
doesn't.
it's not that he's colorblind. He can only see things that are in extremes of colors.
Okay.
So his henchmen make him a special helmet that like has torches on the side that shine on whatever he's looking at in extreme colors.
Uh-huh.
So really, Crazy Quilt's got the greatest gang ever because they're like, oh, our boss had a tragic accident.
Let's help him out,
Let's help
guys.
him out. I'd love to work for Crazy Quilt because
thought
they
they-
sound like they'd be they're a nice bunch of guys.
But how do you work that to your advantage? It's like, oh, look at this.
Well,
Be
you
dazzled
see-
by this fine art. I can't tell the difference in these colors.
No, you see what it is he gets his henchmen to paint buildings.
Yeah, he does. I
So
forgot
that
about
he
that.
can see them.
He does.
And then he's like, okay, rob that building
He
now that
gets
it's
them to
painted.
He has them paint the building he wants to rob
And
so he
has a
can see
colourful
it.
quilt.
Oh my
He has
God.
a colourful quilt.
Hey, someone painted our building. Isn't that guy? Nah, don't worry
It
about
gets
it.
better. The way Batman decides is the best way to combat Crazy Quilt because apparently he can't just wear his black suit and punch him. Is like, no, that's not fair. I need to get Batman costumes in random colors. So there's that lovely comic panel of Robin being like, Batman, you're changing suit again, and it's just Batman with like a coat rack full of Batman suits in like orange, green, blue, red, pink.
Yeah, Will has
Indigo.
all the pop vinyls of them.
They're
Oh
amazing.
my
And he just
God.
goes, yes, Robin, I must wear a different coloured suit every night. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Bruce?
So when was this villain made?
This was in the Golden Age.
Golden Age?
There's the Golden Age of comics, which is when comics were at their most popular, which is also when they were stupidest.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Silver Age, then the Bronze Age, then now.
Bad days.
You'd think that the ages would get better. You
No.
know, like it would start at the Bronze Age and work its way up to
No,
gold.
because now that we're in the it goes with how much comics we're making.
Yeah.
In the Golden Age, they made the most money, and then from there on out, it just gets lower and lower.
Yeah.
Like, comics nowadays make fuck all.
Maybe it's TV actually. I think it's the
TV is probably...
Golden Age of
Golden
TV.
Age of television.
It's the Golden Age
Yeah.
of television at the moment. But for superhero movies, it's the Golden Age of live-action superhero stuff,
I
because...
just feel like there's too many superhero movies. It's
No.
too much.
I'm not complaining, I love them.
it's like, they're good, just make a couple less. I don't have time.
We didn't need Guardians of the Galaxy 2 this year.
Or let's spread them out.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't watch it.
You need to. It's great.
But they're all great, and it's like,
They're not all great.
I don't want to go watch this again.
They're not all great. Some of them are bad.
Batman vs Superman.
We didn't need Batman vs Superman, and Man of Steel we didn't need. We're probably not going to need Justice League.
Wonder Woman, right?
It's just fine.
Was fine.
I thought that was good.
It's just fine.
Biggest problem with it, spoilers for anyone who's going to watch Wonder Woman.
It makes women feel good.
The villain is a very British man.
Yeah, fuck British people.
That's fine.
Like, so he just doesn't suit the role at all. He's like, back in the past when I was Ares. And,
I was about to say, isn't the bad guy Ares?
Yeah, he's Ares, and back it's
God of
like
War.
Yeah, the Greek God of War.
Yeah, the Greek God
That's
of War.
Wonder Woman. He's a villain in Wonder Woman comics.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ares is like, back when I got cast out and Zeus threw his lightning bolt at me, I was like, okay, back then he's gonna look like Viking-ish or something, right? Like he's gonna have a mad beard, and he's like got his little curled mustache.
I love that though,
and he just looks like a lanky British man, being like, "Oh, I've been."
I don't like lanky British men, but I like the idea of a Viking with the curly mustache.
But he doesn't have anything else. It's just that.
Oh, well then no, that's fucked.
Oh, built like a Greek god, though, say.
I don't think it's the golden... Okay, maybe golden age of superhero movies is a bit much. It's definitely the golden age of comic book movies.
Okay.
Because we're getting a lot of properties based on comic books.
We're getting all the cinematic universes and stuff.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to do a cinematic universe and none of it's working.
Yeah.
Because DC can't get it to work properly and everyone else is just like, oh, let's make this a thing! And it's like, no. Just no.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, the mummy.
Can't wait for the Mummy cinematic universe.
No, they're doing they want to do a Universal Movie Monsters thing.
Yeah.
How?
They've been
Didn't you see?
Russell
Crowe is playing Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
Who's watching these movies? Isn't that based in, different times?
No one's watching them, that's the point. Dude. The, Universal Movie Monsters were already a cinematic universe back in their day.
Oh, okay.
They were all interlocked back then. It's Frankenstein, the Dracula, Wolfman, the Mummy, and Creature from the Black Lagoon.
They were barely interlocked, though. The most you could do
Basically, the rule was, if Abbott and
Frankenstein
Costello met them, they were in the same universe.
Okay.
Which is what they should definitely do with the new
That
movies.
is a cinematic
Just
universe,
do-
I would say.
Just do blank and blank, meet, and then person. Okay, I'm stealing this idea from the Weekly Planet, because they said it first. Just have The Rock and someone meet Movie Monster.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, yeah.
Yeah, that's the actual suggestion they
Or
got, but they don't like Kevin Hart. Which is fair, because Kevin Hart sucks.
Conan O'Brien.
Oh,
Apparently they
I
get
like
along
that.
well.
Oh, yeah, but I don't like Conan O'Brien.
Why?
He's
He's a
the
giant-
best talk show host
He's
out there.
He's actually funny and engaging.
No, he's not. John Oliver's better.
No,
John Oliver's not a talk show host.
Yeah, he does his scripted things.
There's also, what's that? The Scottish dude.
Did he retire though?
Which Scottish dude?
I don't think with the skeleton. He has the mugs.
Yeah, that guy.
He's
that
pretty
guy
good. Yeah, I like.
sucks.
No, he's
No, he's
I didn't
great.
like him.
He's better than Conan O'Brien, who is just a
I think
fucking cheesel.
No, Conan O'Brien's good, but yeah, Scott.
I
O'Brien's
love
better.
Conan O'Brien.
As long as
Rove
it's not-
McManus was better than Conan O'Brien.
No way.
Yes, he was.
Rove McManus was probably the worst.
Fuck you.
Except he did have
You have terrible taste in
he
everything.
did
Look
have
at your
that
shirt.
that one thing, which was the Kevin Rudd.
Kevin Rudd PM.
Cameron Run Pitt.
Yeah.
That
was
entire
so
run
funny.
was amazing. That entire run of Rove was great because they'd end each episode with going to the guy from Combank. Be like, we now cross the line to Tom from Combank. Tom? And then they'd just be like, hello, Rove. Oil prices skyrocketed. People laughed at me when I had a pool full of oil. But who's got a pool full of oil now? You do, Tom. Thanks, Tom. It was great. And then in the last time they had him, it was like, so, Tom, what are you doing on your break? Nothing. Well, I mean, we're going to have cake if you want to come by. Cake? I'll be fucking there. And then he just runs off.
Christ.
I love
But,
Tom from Combank.
Back to Batman.
Wait, hold on, just
very
say-
off track.
Jimmy Fallon though, how do we feel about that?
He's shit.
Piece of shit.
Piece of
I've
shit.
met him.
Piece of
He's
shit.
a really nice guy.
Doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
I think that he's a fine talk show host.
I know
He's
people
not my
who
favorite.
I know
but-
heaps of nice people who are probably better talk show hosts.
I know a lot of nice people. I'm sure Conan O'Brien's a lovely chap. I just don't care for his work.
I think Conan O'Brien's probably a mean spirited.
I'm sure a lot of people are lovely chaps. I just don't care for their work.
Yeah.
And I know that some people I care for their work and they're terrible people, like Zach Braff.
What has Zach Braff done?
Zach Braff punched a kid
That doesn't make him a terrible person. That makes him my hero.
He's a terrible person.
I've wanted to punch a kid before. Sometimes
no, but
they
Zach
have it
Braff
coming.
just jumped straight into punching. He was on an episode of Punk'd, and someone the Punk'd thing was they trashed his trailer.
Yeah?
And so the second he found out his trailer got trashed, like, who did it? That kid? And then he just punched him in the face.
That's called street justice, baby.
Absolutely.
That's not on, mate. You're not allowed to punch kids.
I just view his life through
for
an
it.
episode of Scrubs where, there's no consequences to his actions.
Yeah, I'm for it.
We're really off topic from Batman.
Absolutely.
Who would you
Scrubs
cast?
Batman crossover. I want to see that.
No.
Yes.
Who would you cast? There's already been one. What? There's a cutaway in Scrubs where he's Batman.
Oh.
Who would you
God.
cast as Batman?
Zach Braff.
No. You gotta cast someone big and meaty.
Yeah, Zach Braff. Have you seen him?
He's scrawny man.
Ugh.
He's like you.
You know what?
You can't see me, but I'm ripped head to toe, guys.
Let's do this. People wanted him as Spider-Man. Nah, dudes. Donald Glover, Batman 2017.
I would see that movie.
I think Donald Glover's too old to play Miles Morales now.
Yeah, of course, but
It's CGI that stuff.
No, don't.
but that's why he gets cast as Batman.
No, cast him as Batwing. Luke Fox.
Wow, racist.
Yeah,
Why?
come
It's
on.
2017.
We're
We should be able to have a black Batman.
stereotypes.
Don't you fucking start with me, boy.
Black man. No, I actually would like a black
Black man!
Wow.
The worst superhero.
Oh, more like the best superhero
iTunes
ever.
has
Come
taken
on.
us off the
No, Black Man
podcast.
be the worst superhero because it's racism. And there's already lots of
there's Black
superheroes.
Dynamite.
There's already...
I love Black Dynamite so much.
There's
Yeah.
Black Dynamite, there's Black Lightning, Black Bolt, who's not black.
Doesn't need to be. I would
No,
like
but
a...
his name is Blackicus Bolton.
Blackagar Boltagon.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Comics, right?
Golden Age, huh?
Listeners, I'm sorry if I sounded racist just then.
I'm looking forward to Black Panther, though. That seems alright.
Yeah, it looks good. But it's not Batman.
I think Black Panther looks very average.
It does. Who would you cast? So you want to cast Donald Glover?
No.
Well, who do you want to cast as Batman then?
You know,
Clint Eastwood. Just as his
oh
age
my
now.
god, like we
Old
have
man
a
Batman as Clint Eastwood.
Absolutely.
would be great. Are you kidding? Batman to the Future live action, but it's Clint Eastwood as old Bruce Wayne. I would watch the hell out of that movie.
Batman Returns. Like straight up Return of the Dark Knight or whatever it's called, where he's old and he's Batman still. Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, I'd watch the hell out of it.
Or, who's the dude who played Hellboy?
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman. Because
Okay.
he's got a jaw that's just a square.
Sure is.
He's a big square on a body.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
think.
who else would we get?
I mean, The Rock is in his prime right now.
The Rock works in any role. The Rock
Yeah,
could
exactly.
play literally anyone and it works.
Yeah.
I really wanted The Rock to play
Kevin
Gaston.
Hart as Batman.
Kevin Hart as Robin.
Oh wow, I would actually watch that movie. The Rock as Batman with Kevin Hart.
I would
That
watch
would
The
be
Rock as
good.
anything, though. The Rock could be just walking down the street and be like, I'll watch this.
Danny DeVito as Batman.
Yeah.
Or Batman and Robin. Like Jack and Jill, he plays both
Get
roles.
the whatchamacallit, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia cast in a Batman movie. You know, you get what's the guy's name? Mac or whatever. He's Bruce.
Yeah, they have their first, Charlie Day.
Yeah,
Is one
Oh, fuck.
Charlie Day is Robin.
of them. Retired Robin.
Yeah, you got Dee. She's
No, you
Batgirl.
can't have this Always Sunny cast in Batman. They've got to make a fucking Nightman film.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
They can't make a Batman film. They've got to make Dayman and Nightman. Which is just Batman and Superman. Oh, there's a version of I don't know if it's still canon. I'm not sure if it's these guys. I think it is. There's this dude called I can't fucking remember, but there's a parody of Batman and Superman who are a gay couple.
Cool.
That's they're just Batman and Superman, but they're a gay couple, and DC bought them and put them in their main continuity, and they've interacted with Batman and Superman, and everyone's like, you guys are really similar, and Bruce and Clark are just like, what do you mean? I'm like, nothing? Nothing, boys.
Now I want a Dayman movie.
Tough.
I think they should just go straight to Broadway. Keep it legit.
Yeah.
Don't make a movie.
Oh, that's what we need. We need a Batman Broadway musical with
Surely,
music
once
done
we-
by U2.
We've already got a Batman musical. It's called Holy Musical Batman.
Is it any good?
It's hilarious.
Did Bono and The Edge do the music?
No.
Then I'm not interested.
Holy Musical Batman is it's all on YouTube. You can watch it. It's
Okay.
from not licensed by DC, but it's fucking hilarious. So to get around that, they're just like, it's B and then the @ symbol man.
No.
How's that? I feel like a lawyer should be like, it's a bit similar.
You should watch Holy Musical Batman. It's hilarious. You will laugh your ass off.
I would like Shrek Batman.
Batshrek.
Oh, Mike Myers is Batman.
No, not Mike
Is
Myers.
Mike Myers alive?
Yeah, he's just hiding.
No,
He's in hiding.
not
yeah,
Mike Myers.
till Shrek 5.
Not Mike Myers. Shrek the character as Batman. I want a green man.
Oh,
in that suit.
donkey! I've got to stop the Joker's plot to poison the water supply. See, Batman is like an onion. It's got layers.
Farquaad can be Penguin because they're pretty similar.
Oh, bloody hell, donkey.
Joker though.
Hey, donkey.
That would be a cinematic universe that would take some careful planning.
That's so fucking annoying. Oh, Christ.
Conor McGregor as Batman.
John Cena is Batman.
Is
Yeah.
John Cena still a meme? Is that still going?
No, he's not a meme anymore, but
Ah.
he's hilarious. John Cena is Batman.
Okay.
Or just go the whole hog for the wrestling reference. John Cena is Superman. Fuck you, Cena wins. That's the rule. And on that note, I've been Ben.
Oh, me. I've been Phoenix.
I'm still Nick.
Thanks for listening.
Unfortunately.
We got really sidetracked in that episode.
No,
I think we were spot on.
right.
I quite like it
We
though.
only talked about Batman.
It was good though.
I really wanted to see that Shrek cinematic universe take off.
Yeah, man.
Fighter of the night man. Champion of the sun. Master of karate and friendship for everyone. I'm using that as the theme.
No, rap Batman!
If they escape, I'll put them into the prison again. The plan is foiled before it's even begun. You know my deductive skills are second to none. What's this fuss, miss? I thought we discussed this. There's no way you can escape my bat-shaped justice. I got fortune and fame, always ahead of the game. I will feel no shame, no pain, no gain, so remember the name.
To contact Phoenix and Ben, email them at fromahatpodcast@gmail.com or go to our Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description.